side, or just something that you've experienced?
Wow.
How about Phil Donahue do here?
You really, these are hard questions. I will tell you the fun of broadcasting college baseball in New England in the springtime. Usually the broadcast area was sometimes a card table or something in the top row of the bleachers. No roof over our heads, and it rained almost all the time. And I can remember a pop fly that went straight up in the air, and you could see the center fielder come running in like the Dickens, and the second baseman and the shortstop. Everybody was gathering behind second base, and someone was going to catch it, and a gust of wind took the ball, blew it all the way out to where the center fielder started, and it rolled all the way back to the fence, and the batter got a pop fly inside the park, home run out of it.
There's a strike on Russo, 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Toledo leadoff hitter in this 3rd inning.
And of course, I had already indicated that it was that he was as good as out. So I think that was a great learning experience to maybe let the play be completed.
There's strike 3 swinging, down goes Russo. Second strikeout by Bushman. Did you ever have major aspirations on calling any sports, or was that really not in your radio?
No, I like so many people that are in the radio business, I was attracted to it by the performing side. But the last paycheck I earned as an air talent was in 1962. and part of the reason was I had the good fortune to learn how to sell advertising as a summer job when I was 18. And most of my career was in the business side of the business, and was very enjoyable.
Ball 1 in the dirt against Leonardson. Leonardson singled home Toledo's only run in the 1st inning against Bushman. Bulls up 2-1 in the 3rd, and the pitch is down low. It is 2-0. Well, it's interesting you bring that up. One of the other adages or rules of thumb that I remember from 15 or 16 years ago was that you always took my call. When I would call you from Clinton, Iowa, when I would call you from Kane County, and I would call the headquarters of Fairfield Broadcasting in Kalamazoo, as Leonardson looks at a strike, it's 2-1. And I would go through your operator or the receptionist who answered the phone call. She would say, "Hold on, please." And you would always be at the other end of the phone, and you told me there were 2 reasons why you always took every phone call. As Leonardson bounces one up the middle, ranging, and just off the end of the glove of Fontenot. And Leonardson is 2 out of 2. A wild base hit here in the bottom of the 3rd. You know what phrase I'm getting at?
Well, I believe, I will tell you, if you were to ask me today and the rule is the same, it could be somebody calling wanting to buy some advertising. And secondly, people who sell for a living should answer the phone when someone calls. It's polite, and it's good manners, and it's good business, and it's good salesmanship.
Well, I will tell you what you told me 15 years ago here in a second. Great adage, by the way. Here's Servanac, the DH out of the University of Michigan. Leonardson at first base, 1 out. First pitch from Bushman is in the hands. You told me the reason that you always took your call is because people were calling for one of 2 reasons. Either they owed you money or you owed them money, and either way you needed to settle that situation.
That was true too, and I will tell you what, if it's a political year, the tide was, I was the one that they owed, and everybody, from time to time, it might be a case that someone...
Breaking ball pulled down the left field line. That lands just inside the chalk, fair for Servanac. Leonardson halfway to 3rd. Phil Never will hold him there. And trotting into 2nd is Servanac with a double. Slider is up and in by Bushman. And Servanac swats it about a foot inside the line. And the runners at 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. 10th double by Servanac. Flores goes to the mound and slow Bushman down. Fontenot comes in as well. 5 hits now against Bushman through 2 1/3 innings. So now, radio stations have been sold a number of years ago, and you're enjoying a somewhat kind of quasi-retirement.
Yes, I would say this. We sold the radio stations in 2006, and not because I had all the foresight to see what was going to happen in 2008. It was my good fortune to turn 65 in 2005, and my wife and my daughters felt that this would be a good time to sell the business for a wide variety of reasons having to do with our family, and the fact I was in good health then, and business was good, and there was interest in the company. And as my wife pointed out, this might not be the case in 3 years or 5 years or 10 years. And my father had taught me, anytime you make a job change for family reasons, it'll turn out to be a brilliant business decision. So we did sell the stations, and it was a very, very fine transaction.
One strike pitch is down low on Durham. Ball to strike, second and third, one out with the Bulls leading 2-1.
But I have had then and have now no real intention into retiring because, well, for one thing, I don't like golf and I'm too young for shuffleboard. So I have a small but sincere advertising public relations business that I'm doing in Kalamazoo. I also do some sales training from time to time. And I have a couple of clients, bless their hearts, that want me to do the voiceovers on their commercials.
Bushman calls out his catcher Flores with a 1-1 count on Danny Dorn. Visiting here with longtime friend of mine, Stephen Trivers, who made a turned a 2-hour trip from Kalamazoo here to Toledo in about 3.5 on the way down here today.
It was worth it.
Here's the 1-1 pitch on Dorn. Takes a half swing at a pitch that ran in and almost hit him, and fouls it away, 1-2. If you're offering any advice to some young people thinking about getting into the broadcast industry listening right now, what would that be?
First of all, if you absolutely want to do it, and if you love the idea of doing it, and if you love doing it, do it, and keep doing it. Prepare for every broadcast. Give 110% every time you're working.
Strike three, swinging on Dorn. Bushman strikes him out with off speed down.
Sometimes if things don't work out as you plan, just keep on keeping on. Take a deep breath and start again. What do hockey players learn? They learn keep your head up, keep your stick on the ice, and keep skating. If someone knocks you down, get back up, keep your head up, keep your stick on the ice, and keep skating. That's true. That's true of anything. There's a southern expression, keep on keeping on, and usually that's what it takes to be a success.
Slider for strike one on Benguez. Bushman trying to maintain this 2-1 lead. We are in the last of the third. A one-out single from Leonardson, and Cervenak hooks a double inside the left field line with a key strikeout of Dorn. Second time Bushman has gotten him tonight. 0-1 pitch on Guess, broken bat, top fly, shallow center, it's over, Beckham, here comes Kiermaier, diving far, Kiermaier scoops it up, and yes, he's got it! Wow, what a spectacular catch by Kevin Kiermaier in center field. Just sweeping the glove under the ball as it landed in the grass, and Kiermaier makes the catch, takes away a 2-run single, and keeps the lead for the Bulls. And Bushman waiting for Kiermaier in the first base coaching box for a little high five of his former AA teammate. Still 2-1 after 3 innings. And Stephen, if you remember nothing else about this game, you'll remember that play. Great to see you once again.
Oh, it's good to see you.
Safe travels on that 7.5-hour ride back home. All right, Stephen Trigger joining us here. We are done with 3 innings. Still 2-1 Bulls.